Hello all history hunters. Don't say this too often in wet and windy North Lancashire, but it's a bit warm and dry today for detecting, and I'm on a spot that's a bit hard, rocky, dry. Let's have a look what we found so far. So the spot that I'm on is on a field where I've had one hammered coin, a tiny Henry VIII halfpence, beautiful shiny little coin. That was my fifth hammered, so that's a while ago now. I thought that was a coin. I mean, look at that. That looks like a copper halfpence, but no. A couple of buttons. I've had a couple of bits of lead, moo tube, and a clog clasp. So we're in amongst the right kind of finds. It's just whether or not there's anything interesting, tiny and silver. Oop. So this is what we've had on a wander about. Be a bit of age to that. Don't know what it is. That might be like the end of a penknife, you know, the metal bit. Another moo tube. Oh, that was a lovely signal, and it's just a piece of lightweight modern rubbish. And yeah, a horse ring of some kind. So yeah, so this horse ring and the clog clasp are signs of some older activity. And of course there was that Henry VIII halfpence from is that a year ago now? Now that's a better find. Spindle wall, that's my second in this little area. That's a good sign of older activity. Yep. So yeah, not a fancy one, but it would do the job, wouldn't it? So I think the fancier ones were slightly more modern with it, I don't know, so this might be even older. It could have been a bit fancier and it's just weathered over the years, but I'm pleased with that. That's a good sign of ancient peoples being about. Great stuff. And just in the same line from where I had that spindle wall, I've just had this, so it looks like there might be some kind of clasp at the back, something going on there. And then if you turn it over, it looks like there's some image or something there, perhaps. Yeah, it's not fabulous, but yeah. Is there possibly, with the writing, is this a matrix seal? I don't know, because I've not had one. It looks like, am I seeing things, or it looks like you can see like a little face there, but you know, that's what they call that, a palin something or other, where you see faces in the clouds. But I'm quite chuffed with that, whatever it is. So I just had that. That was tiny, a bit difficult finding that. Tiny little button, and that was very deep. Just caught a flash of it. A lead item shaped in that kind of, I don't know, lozenge shape, whatever it is. Strange shape, and it's got like a fold along it, as if it's been folded over. It's a strange shape to be in two halves and then folded like that, so I don't know what that is. Very strange. Now this is a strange item. that looks almost like woody, and then there's that there. I mean, that looks like a spear tip that's stuck in something. Or am I completely losing my marbles? It's not animal bone, is it? And that's stuck in it. That looks very strange, like, well, wood or something. Is that just roots growing in it? But that's strange, to say the least. Well, I'm on the area where that spindle wall was, and that, I'm saying matrix seal, I've got no idea, and then this strange lead spear tippy type thing find. And I've noticed hidden under it's kind of like ivy type bushes at the side that there's an old gateway. It's, you know, like with stone posts, and it's been bricked off a little bit, not brilliantly, but bricked off a little bit, and it looks like it would have been in use for hundreds of years, and it's been blocked off since for a few hundred years. So that could be why there's finds coming up on this spot that it was an old gateway. So let's see if there's anything else. So it's worth checking along your kind of, you know, when you get to brick walls, because I think a lot of the gateways onto fields were changed. You know, where this gateway is, it wouldn't really matter if you're a human being kind of going in and out of that area, and there's a kind of a bit of a slope off, you know, not far away. You wouldn't be too bothered about that, but you know, modern farm equipment, you know, tractors and that, would like it flat. So I'm guessing that some of these gateways have been changed to suit farm machinery rather than, you know, what suited or what humans weren't too bothered about. Just a thought. And this is the latest find. I mean, there's some age to that. Yeah, I don't know, what is it? Spoon handle or something? A lot of curvature on it. You know, fragile. But it's great that the age of this stuff is coming up. Absolutely brilliant. Well, still picking up stuff, but nothing too exciting. Another Mew tube. A strip of copper. That was very loud. Gets your heart rate going. A bottle top. That was even louder. Bit of copper piping. That was loud. That was a 9. That wasn't loud. That was pretty loud, but I think if you look, you can see, I don't know, is that copper? I thought it was copper, but it might not be. You know, a metal insert inside, obviously off a bird. That was really loud. Thick copper washer. Don't know what that is. And then a dribble of bronze, I think. So, well, let's hope we find out. Let's hope we find what it was dribbling off. And this is what we've got to finish off. Mew tubes again. That was a faint signal. But that's a very chewed up musket ball. Button. Loud signal. Bottle top. Bit of something or other connection, and then a 1942. I don't know if that's fake. There's a lot of copper stuff going on, or whether it's just, you know, it was not a very easy year for the country perhaps they were a bit skimpy on the silver. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, that generation is is rapidly disappearing, isn't it? Let's hope we can do them justice, eh? Right, well, I've sent a few pictures off to try and find out, what exactly this thing is, and I believe I know what it is now. So, it's mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So, I think this is the tip of a crossbow bolt. A friend of mine, that's got to be bone, surely. It's not wood, is it? And it's not rock. I think that's got to be bone. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's bone. And what, a knowledgeable friend of mine who's done a lot of metal detecting reckons, I have looked it up, and there are crossbow bolt tips that do look like this. And what gave him the clue was how deep and how deeply embedded this is. That if it was a bow and arrow, it probably wouldn't have gone that deep, but a crossbow, being more powerful, would go in. Exactly how old this thing is, I'm not quite sure, but apparently crossbows came into this country during the Norman Conquest, 1066. I don't think it goes back that far, but I'd guess it's medieval, early medieval. So what an incredible find. So I've told the museum about it, whether they want to test the bone to get an age on it, or even interested in it, who knows. Yeah, what an outstanding find. Not had anything like that before. I've not seen any detectorist find something like that. Very intriguing. You never know what's going to come up next here. You never know. And I've just been looking at, you should check them out, American arrowheads and artifacts. Some like 12,000 years old. It's unbelievable. They come onto the site sometimes and complain that they don't have old metal detecting finds, but go and have a look at some of those arrowheads. Absolutely amazing.